What up, guys? So, I figured out a way to set my iPhone down. So, let's just get to the news real quick. Titan V stands for Titan Volta has been released. $3,000. Oh God, who wants to pay $3,000 for a video card? Not this guy. Can't forget my Pete's Coffee. So if you want to know anything about the card, 5,120 CUDA cores. That's the most important part you want to know, right? And it is HBM2, 12 gigs of memory. But what you really want to know is $3,000. Yeah, that is true. But man, it has a TDP of like 250 watts, which is pretty cool. But I just can't get past the cost. I mean, I don't think I could have got past the cost at 1,800. I mean, 2,000. But they'd be shooting themselves in the foot because their Tesla card is the top of the line for like their prosumer sort of pro graphics card, which I don't even know if it honestly does anything. I mean, you'd have to put in specific applications, maybe Blender or whatever, and then you know the software has to cooperate with the card specifically. And I don't even know if editing software does because of the drivers being all funky. Like maybe it works in like Adobe, but it certainly doesn't work in Vegas. I know that. And so it's just one of those things. So it's like, as a gamer, I mean, you really want to spend $3,000 just to test some, maybe it gets, at best, I'm just guessing, 35 frames a second more than the 1080 Ti. Let's say it just gets 30 frames a second better. So, I mean, does it really even matter? I mean, come on, for $3,000, I mean, you're just taking a dump on society with this card. Just why bother? I don't see the point. So I mean, somebody was saying the Tesla V100, which is the card it's based off of, is like $8,000. That's already ridiculous. I mean, you know how much money they're making on that card? I don't even know, but it's a lot. So this was basically just a quick announcement about this card. It does something like 15 teraflops, has 21.1 billion transistors, and it's the GPU is called the GV100, and I believe it's 14 nanometers. Let's see, it's 12 nanometers actually, and the architecture is Volta. And for some reason, I did read recently that they weren't even going to bother with like a Volta architecture for gaming, but then boom, out comes the Titan Volta. It's Titan V. At least it's not another P version. I mean, that was getting ridiculous. Anyways, guys, that's just my news here about this. Just comment what you think. I don't know. It's just, I don't even know what to say about it. It's just, I find it ridiculous. I mean, it's $3,000 is an entire really good PC. Really good. I mean, you almost can't even say top of the line. Like, I have a top of the line PC anymore because there's so many variations. There's so many variations of hard drives. There's so many variations of CPUs that are all like within probably 1 to 10% in different areas. Like, you could have this CPU, but it's meant for editing, or there's CPUs that are better for just gaming. You have AMD's Threadripper, which the application needs to use all these cores, and if it doesn't, they're just sitting there doing nothing, or they're even being like unoptimized, and then they don't know what to do. Like, most games don't know what to do with 8 plus cores. The game isn't programmed to even utilize it, so it's just like you're wasting your money if you're just going to get like a Threadripper to game. It's just pointless. Now, if you're going to use your computer for everything, sort of like I do, maybe Threadripper's not a waste, but I don't think that at this point I would take a chance of getting AMD, even though, the Ryzen was decent, I guess. But then instantly Intel comes out with like the 8700, and that's like a solid 6-core, CPU. But then I heard weird motherboard problems. Then Intel goes in and says, oh, well, we're coming out with another CPU, but it's not going to even be compatible with that motherboard. So it's like, when you want to buy a computer? Because if I buy this computer now, it's going to be obsolete in a year. Because you can't upgrade again. Like the CPU, you're done. Because it won't be able to use that motherboard. So it's like, then you feel like, well, I guess I'll just wait then. Like the motherboard situation is just very confusing to me right now, because I haven't needed to upgrade in a really long time. And now the fact that like I might want to upgrade just for fun, I don't know what's going on. I have to sit there and start doing research. Like, I don't even want to go into it, honestly. Same things. But yeah, guys, so comment on what you think about this new Titan V. Do you think it's absolutely ridiculous, like me? Or do you think it's kind of cool? I think it's ridiculous. Anyways, guys. Last thing. I went on my phone and I checked like Shazam and iTunes to see if I played my music on my system, if it would pick it up, and it did. It didn't pick up one particular song, but it picked up the rest, as far as I know. So check out my new album called The Experience. It's on iTunes now, so you can just go on iTunes and sample it on your phone. You do have to search Bob Benkoski, so Bob, Benkoski. Search for that. Support my channel any way you can. This would definitely help support my channel, and let me know that some of my music that's been in my channel is interesting to you guys, at least. So first time ever I did it. This is the first time I've ever released a full album. I've only released a single before, and there's a couple of songs you can only get on CD Baby as far as singles, but now with this album being released, you can get them all. So until next time, yeah, just check iTunes and you can order it. The album's $9.89 if you want to buy the whole album, or you can buy some of them individually for very cheap prices. But you can't get every song, only the ones that I allowed. So it's just cheaper to get the whole album. I mean, you get 14 tracks for just under $10. So all right, guys, till next time, and yeah, go buy that NVIDIA. Later.